Oh no, everyone, the suspense has been ruined. You already know what the game is. Oh dear. It's Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, everyone. The game you all voted for the next series. It was actually tied. There was a random number generator used again. It's amazing, actually. Actually, it's kind of weird. This is the second series in a row we've had to use a random number generator. I think this is the third overall, so the fact that we've had two in a row is a little bit interesting. It was actually tied 15-15 with Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. I chose Phoenix Wright as number 1 in the random number generator, and Kingdom Hearts is number 2 in the random number generator. And the random number generator chose 1, so here we are playing Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney on the Nintendo DS. So I'm going to be using a horizontal screen alignment for this game. You can probably already see that, but I'm just saying. Unfortunately, I can't fill the background with any colorful stuff, so I figure, I don't know, this is the next best thing to fill up the screen as much as possible. Anyway, this game was suggested by Phoenix Edgeworth, appropriately enough. And if you would like to see a game played on this channel, please leave a suggestion in the comments below, and I will keep track of that somewhere. Somewhere on the internet, anyway. Alright, everyone, are you ready to begin? Just a disclaimer real quick before I do start, though. This is going to be a semi-blind game, not a completely blind game, not a non-blind game. Let me explain real quick. Basically, I've been watching two series, I should say. First, the series on Justice for All, the game that comes after this, and then I'm currently watching a series on Trials and Tribulations, the game after Justice for All. Both those games come after this one. I have not actually seen gameplay from this one, so I don't exactly know everything that's going to go on, but, I gotta get it. I got a general idea anyway, because, I kind of saw those games. Anyway, moving on finally. The first turnabout, everyone. Episode 1. Oh no. Oh my gosh, the flashing. It's insane. And things are already starting to bleed. This is a good sign. Who died this time? I don't know. Someone did. Oh, the poor person. Dang it! Why me? I have no idea who said that. I can't get caught. Not like this. I've got to find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. Well, we're off to a fast start, I see. Already pinning things on people. Good lord, come on now. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Boy, am I nervous. Right. Oh, hiya, Chief. Phew, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over! My life, everything, it's all over! ... Isn't it your client screaming over there? Yeah, that's him. Death! Despair! Oh! I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna die! I wonder who that could be. It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Oh, okay. I recognize this guy now. I've seen him before. Nick! Ah, gosh, what kind of voice am I gonna give him? The voices are gonna be like one of those things, I gotta trial through it and whatnot. Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished! I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Ah, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death. The newspapers say it was you. But we all know that's not gonna happen because we gotta bail him out, and you know if we don't bail him out, then what kind of game is this? We're gonna fail, of course. I didn't read that. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one, or is it? A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butz, a very weird name. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying: when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That, and I owe him one. Which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. Or will you? August 3rd, 10 a.m., District Court. Courtroom number 2. Oh no, there's people in the court. Hello, Judge. The court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butz.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor!
The fence is ready, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous.
Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves.
Thank you, Your Honor. ...
Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness.
Yes, Your Honor.
Gulp.
Handshaking, eyesight fading.
The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case.
Phoenix Wright? Larry Butz, Mia Fey. Yeah, anyways, Larry Butz, of course. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butz, Your Honor.
Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name?
Phew, I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. It's... wait. Uh-oh. No way, I forgot! I'm drawing a total blank here.
Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name?
Oh, the victim? Of course I know the victim's name. I, just forgot. Temporarily.
I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the defendant's name is listed in the court record. Just touch the court record button and check it at any time, okay?
And there we go. The victim is Cindy Stone. Okay, I got that. The victim in this case, the model, she lived in the apartment by herself. Lived in an apartment by herself. Whatever, close enough. I know what I'm talking about, everyone. Jeez.
Remember to check it off and do it for me, please. I'm begging you.
Let's hear your answer. Who is the victim in this case?
Alright, Cindy Stone it is. The victim's name is Cindy Stone.
Correct. Now, tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was...
Alright, court record again. Cindy's autopsy report. Time of death, July 31st, 4 to 5 p.m. Cause of death, loss of blood due to blunt trauma. Alright, that's easy enough. Poison, hit with a blunt object. Strangled. Yes, definitely. Strangled. Of course, that's the answer to everything. She was struck once by a blunt object.
Correct. You have answered all of my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure.
Well then, first a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne?
Yes, Your Honor!
As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was?
The murder weapon was the statue of the thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim.
I see. The court accepts it into evidence.
Statue added to the court record.
Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Touch the court record button to check the court record frequently.
Alright, I guess I'll check it right now. What the heck? Why not?
Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness, but before that, we'll check the record. Why not?
A statue in the shape of the Thinker.
It's rather heavy.
Good to know. Anyway.
The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butz, to the stand.
Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate.
Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Hey there, Larry, what's up?
Ahem! Mr. Butz, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you?
Hey, watch it, buddy! We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony.
Didn't they all die?
Anyway, I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me, ever. What's it to you, anyway?
Mr. Butz, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder.
What do you mean, one of them? Lies! All of it lies! I don't believe a word of it!
Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died.
Passport added to the court record. By the way, before I move on, I just want to clear one thing up. This will be a series where I will do 30-minute minimum episodes, as per typical. Usually I do that with JRPGs, but these games can be a little bit lengthy, so I will continue to use the 30-minute format. So I think that's fair anyway.
Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder.
And checking the passport.
The victim apparently arrived home from Paris on July 30th, the day before the murder.
Well, interesting. Anyway, moving on.
Dude, no way!
The victim was a model but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies.
Daddies? Sugar?
Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle.
Dude!
We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butz, what do you think of her now?
Right. I don't think you wanted him to answer that question.
Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I?
Wait and see what happens. Stop him from answering.
Well, you know what? I don't care. I actually want to see what he has to say, so I'm gonna do it anyway. Might be better not to get involved in this one.
Well, Mr. Butz.
Dude, no way! That cheating she-dog! I'm gonna die! I'm just gonna drop dead! Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm going to get to the bottom of this!
I feel like I'm not doing this voice properly. Oh well. Like I said, work in progress. Anyway,
let's continue with the trial, shall we?
I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone.
Yes, quite.
Oh boy, this is so not looking good.
Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not?
Well, maybe I did. I did, and maybe I didn't.
Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? Have him answer honestly. Stop him from answering. I want him to answer honestly. I know, I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth.
Yeah, I was there. I went. Order. Well, Mr. Butz? Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man, so, like, I didn't see her.
Objection!
You gotta love that one. Anyway.
Your Honor, the defendant is lying.
Lying?
The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butz is lying.
Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness?
The man who found the victim's body, just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime.
Uh-oh. This is terrible. Order! Order in the court! Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness.
Yes, Your Honor.
This is bad.
Oh, really?
On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawit to the stand.
Oh no, it's the murderer! I didn't know that!
Mr. Sawit, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct? Oh, yes, newspapers, yes.
Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder.
Witness testimony, witness's account.
I was going door to door, selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman. Not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was without a doubt the defendant sitting right over there.
Alrighty then.
Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working?
Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building.
Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout?
Not all of them.
Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawit used was on one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal.
Blackout record. Added to the court record.
Now, Mr. Wright.
Yes? Yes, Your Honor?
You may begin your cross-examination.
Cross-examination? Your Honor?
Alright, Wright. This is it. The real deal.
What exactly am I supposed to do?
Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave.
Lies? What? He was lying?
Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty?
How do I prove he's not?
You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand.
Oh, by the way, I forgot to check that. Blackout record. Electricity. Miss Stone's building was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. Alright, fair enough. Anyway, moving on.
There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face.
Okay.
Touch the court record button and point out contradictions in the testimony.
Alright, let's make things happen then. Witness's account. Alrighty then.
I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment.
Well, I guess let's have our first save of the game, eh? Apparently, you can just pause right in the middle and save. That's something I learned watching Justice for All and Trials and Tribulations. You can just do that. It's pretty dang easy, in fact. Anyway, I probably won't be abusing the save system. I'll probably, for the most part, only do it during the testimony phase. I don't know. Anyway, moving on then.
I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment.
Alright, it's time to press things. Because you gotta start pressing things, dang it. Isn't a man leaving an apartment a common sight? I find it odd you would take notice of him.
I don't know. He just seemed strange to me, that's all. Like he was mad and yet frightened at the same time. Just like a criminal fleeing the scene of a crime.
The defense requests that the witness refrain from conjecture.
Of course! What the witness means is that the man he saw looked suspicious. So what happened next? I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him.
Half open, you say?
Yes, the door was open halfway, yes.
I watched for a moment, but no one came close to the door. That's odd. In a big city like this, I thought.
I see! And what happened next?
Thinking it's strange, I looked inside the apartment. What gave you the idea to do that? Well, the door was half open, you see. Isn't it only human to want to peek? We climb mountains because they are there. It's the same thing.
Truer words have never been spoken. Anyone would look inside.
Why did Pain cut him off so quickly?
So you looked into the apartment. What happened then?
Then I saw her there, a woman, not moving, dead. Are you sure she was dead? Well, no, I guess I wasn't. But she wasn't moving at all, and there was blood everywhere. I guess that would look fatal to anyone. Very well, what happened next? I quailed in fright, and found myself unable to go inside. So, you didn't touch anything in the apartment? Yes, no, nothing. Okay, what happened next? I thought to call the police immediately. You thought to call the police? Does that mean you didn't actually call them?
Please, please, listen to the rest of the testimony. You thought to call the police. What happened next?
However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. The phone in her apartment wasn't working? Yes, no, I know it wasn't, right. But you said you didn't go into the apartment, or did you? Or did you? Oh, that, I can't explain that. There was a cordless phone on a shelf in the entranceway. I reached inside and tried using that to call.
And that phone wasn't working, correct? What happened next?
I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. Why use a public phone? Well, you see, I don't have a cell phone, and being the middle of the afternoon, there was no answer at the nearby apartments. Ah, right. What time did you call again? I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. 1 p.m.? Are you certain? Yes, absolutely. He seems really confident. 1 p.m.? Right, doesn't that seem strange to you? Yes, it actually did seem strange to me, which is why I was probably gonna present a contradiction to that. Present some evidence to contradict him. Yeah, okay, moving on. Wait, I already went past that one, did I? I remember the time exactly, it was 1 p.m. Normally, when that happens, normally it goes right to the next one, but I didn't do that. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right there. Well, anyway, I'll press it anyway, just for the heck of it. Why not? Are you absolutely 100% positive? Yes, it was him. No mistake about it.
The witness says he's certain.
The man who ran was without a doubt the defendant sitting right over there. That's all of it. There must be a contradiction in there somewhere. Examine the court record, Bun. If something strikes you as being suspicious, then find the evidence that contradicts his testimony and present it to him. Alright, well anyway, I figured that'd probably look kind of suspicious, so present. No, that's not present. Oh, well, anyway. Let's see, the autopsy report. 4 and 5 p.m. Yeah, definitely. Absolutely. Anyway, that's exactly what I thought the contradiction was. Okay, moving on. Thinking it's strange. La la la.
I saw her. What do you guys think the contradiction is? You think it's the same thing I think it is?
See, honestly, it seems pretty obvious. It's the first case, for Pete's sake. If this isn't easy, then, well, I quit. No, I don't. I don't quit. Anyway, presents autopsy reports. So how do I present this? Oh, just like that. Okay, that's easy enough. You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes that the time of death at some time after 4 p.m. There was nobody to, no body to find a, wow, I'm really screwing up my reading right now. At 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap?
Objection! This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time.
After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sawit, Why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.?
Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Phoenix. Great job, Wright? Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart.
Or does it?
Wait, I remember now.
Would you care to give your testimony again?
Witness testimony, the time of discovery.
You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding.
Alrighty then.
I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a tape program. Mr. Wright, you may...
It was a freaking blackout!
Mr. Wright,
You may cross-examine the witness. I already understand this one. This is too easy.
Right. You know what to do.
I've got this one. Yes, it's actually extremely easy, but oh well. We'll get through this. Okay, the time of discovery.
You see, when I found the body, I heard the time.
Saving! Because I like to save, dang it. We all like to save. I assume no one's gonna have any problems with this. I don't know. Anyway, though. Moving on. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. Or did you? You said heard, not saw?
Yes, heard. All I saw was the body lying there. I didn't think to look at anything else, least of all my watch.
That seems really stupid, but okay, anyway, especially if you had a watch, but whatever. Isn't that a little strange? It is. It really is. So, you're saying you heard something. But if you were so shocked by the body, you wouldn't hear anything at all.
The witness did say he actually heard the time. It's ludicrous to suggest he wouldn't hear anything.
I have to agree with the prosecution. Witness, continue your testimony.
There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television.
Impossible! But I will press it anyway. Are you sure it was a television and not a radio?
Well, no, I guess it might have been a radio. Incidentally, there was no radio on the premises. There was only one large television. Right. I can't put my finger... Stop pointing it out for me, I already know. I can't put my finger on it, but something about this seems fishy. Something about hearing the television. The witness has testified he heard the time.
Oh, okay, well... Anyway, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? Yeah, I'm just gonna do this. I'm sorry, everyone. I know you probably wanted to hear me pressing it, but I'm just gonna go ahead. Sometime out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the... Wait, that's not right. Wait, yeah, that is right. What am I talking about? Derp! Hold it right there! You said objection, not hold it. Jeez. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television. Or a video.
Yeah,
The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawit?
No, I find it quite puzzling myself, quite. Ah! Well, wait, I remember now.
Mr. Sawit, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught.
My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body.
Very well, Mr. Sawit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please.
Witness testimony here in time.
Actually, I didn't hear the time, I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment.
There was a table clock in the apartment. Wasn't there? Okay, I see.
Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. There must have been... That must have been what I saw.
Why would that be off, though?
You saw a clock. I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness.
Gladly.
I said it differently on purpose for no reason at all. Alrighty then. Actually, I didn't hear the time I saw it. The music's different now. Oh no! Saving time! Because it's another freaking testimony. No! The music's pretty nice in this game so far. Honestly, I think I gotta be honest, I think I prefer this over Justice for All and Trials and Tribulations version of this. It was a little bit... I don't know. It's interesting so far anyway. Actually, I didn't hear the time I saw it. Press! That strikes me as a very suspicious mistake. Yes, I can see how you'd be a little doubtful. I'm really sorry. I only just remembered that that table clock. A table clock? There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? A table clock? Was there a clock at the scene? This is the first I have heard of it. Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. The murder weapon? Yes, the table clock that was used as a weapon. That's what I just said. Did you doze off in the middle of my testimony or something? Something's fishy here. That must have been what I saw. Why didn't you tell us that in the first place? I guess it just slipped my mind. I'm not really sure how it happened myself. The witness says he saw this table clock. End of story. Now, find the contradiction. I will do that. Actually, I didn't hear... Okay, so... excuse me. Alright, let's see. Let's get... Where... Okay. Autopsy report, a statue... A statue. Well, I mean... Okay, sure. Yeah, passport... I mean, that's it, isn't it? I mean, it's like, Jesus... I don't remember one. Okay, let's see. There was a table clock in the part, it wasn't there. Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. Present... Statue? Let's just... I mean, what else would that be for? Yeah, there we go. Done. It doesn't actually say it was a murder weapon, but I mean, I'm pretty sure they did say that was a murder weapon. So anyway, wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was a statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? You, with your objections and your evidence, just what do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Sawit. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne. As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. Are you serious? The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony now? Yes, he said he saw it. Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hands. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went in the apartment, knew the victim. Well, he went in the apartment, of course. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it! Prove I went in there! I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sawit, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never. Look, the clock, I heard, no, I mean, I saw, Okay.
Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, I hate you!
Are we done already?
It was him! I tell you, I saw him! He killed her, and he should burn! Burn, give him death!
Yeah.
Order! Order in the court, I say!
Your Honor, a moment, please! There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims!
Mr. Wright,
Your Honor?
you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence?
The whole case is riding on this. I'd better think it through carefully. Yes, Your Honor. The sound Mr. Sawit heard was definitely this clock. A fact which was clear if you simply examine the clock's batteries, ask the neighbors, try sounding the clock. Well, I mean, try sounding the clock, right? Duh. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. Beep. I think it's 8:25.
That certainly is a strange way to announce the time.
Well, he is the thinker, after all.
So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright?
Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now?
It's 11:25! Back!
As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawit heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawit, try to talk your way out of this one. You forgot one thing. Uh-oh. What's he talking about?
While it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case.
He's right. How am I going to prove that? Dang it! I was so close.
Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim.
Yes, Your Honor.
This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately. This ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sawit.
I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. They treat me like a criminal. A criminal! You lawyers are all slime.
I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Or can you?
Not so fast, Mr. Sawit. Chief. Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think.
But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that.
Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason, and you have your proof. Right? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow?
Can I? That is a good question. I don't friggin' know. Let's just say yes, just for the sake of argument here. Wait! Maybe I can prove it!
You must have the evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Finding to let them have it.
Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim?
Of course. There's a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt.
Ha! Tough words! Let's see you pull this one off!
Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow.
Is there actually evidence, though? That's my question. Ah, jeez, I hope I didn't just, doom myself here for no reason. Okay, so let's see. The autopsy report is... It seems unlikely, honestly, but who knows. A statue in the shape of... Actually, that doesn't even seem like I'm going to get punished for a wrong answer. Will I? Livingston apparently arrived home from Paris on 7:30 the day before the murder. Wouldn't be that, would it? I mean, I don't know. Maybe they took the clock with them. But that wouldn't be it either, because that was running on batteries. I mean, heck, we had it in the court, so what if it was the passport? Huh. Let's present the statue itself, or maybe the autopsy. Oh gosh, oh my gosh, this is the first part where I'm getting a little bit confused. Let's do. I want to say it's one of these two. Let's go with the autopsy report.
Excuse me. This proves your claim. How?
Yep, I knew it. I can't see. Yeah, honestly, I can't even think of it. I probably should have just said no, but who knows?
I can't see what that evidence has to do with this clock.
No, that wasn't it. One more chance. Give me just one more chance.
All right, Mr. Wright, but time is not on your side. Be quick about it. Let's see the evidence that proves why the clock was running slow.
The statue. Okay, seriously? Okay, so it's the passport thing. It's not one of these, is it? What if I got myself in an endless loop? It's like, oh, can I back out or something? No. Why would it be the passport though? No? Yes. Okay, it is a passport. Gee. The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. 9 hours. 9 hours. 4 o'clock. 6. What? Okay, whatever. Anyway, I don't get it. When it's 4. Yeah, he'll explain it. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 9 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow. It was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. But. Okay, sure. Anyway, that's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. I don't know. Never mind. For some reason, it was like, maybe the password would be something to do with that, but at the same time, it's like, I wasn't really sure. I don't know, everyone. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sawit. Or should I say, Mr. Did It? What? Where'd he go? He disappeared.
Order! Order, I say!
There will be no order in this court.
Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your client?
He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly.
Is this really it? That was fast. Holy cow.
And find the true culprit at the same time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butz,
not guilty. Oh, that was fast. Holy cow. I wasn't expecting to get this done in episode 1. Sure, whatever. I'll go with that.
And with that, the court is adjourned.
Take that, victim.
Oh, the victim did take it, actually.
Take that, guilty party. Oh, jeez.
It turns out that Frank Sawit was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sawit let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sawit grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. Couldn't they have just checked fingerprints? I mean, it seemed like that would have been the easiest way to get him guilty, but I don't know. Anyway, August 3rd, 2:32 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. That did not take 4 hours. I'm sorry, but no. Phew. I still can't believe we won. Right. Good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all. Not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial, and on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel.
My life is over.
Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now?
Ah, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon.
Good. Wait, no. I mean, bad. Larry. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. ...
But my Cindy Windy's gone, man. Gone forever.
Larry, she was a... Nah, never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butz. Innocent.
Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner, movie, my treat.
Oh no, I couldn't.
Hey, oh wait, hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present.
A present for me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that...
Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me.
Really? You? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento.
Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you want to just cry? Larry. ...
Are you so sure?
Excuse me? What?
I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way.
Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me, it's okay? You'll get no sympathy from me, Larry.
Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right?
Yeah, they went there.
Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him?
Huh? Oh yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? Oh, the statue? The passport? Hold on, what is this? The victim apparently arrived home from Paris on 7:30 the day before the murder. No, why would that be it? Why the black? It's a freaking statue, right? There we go. Present. Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? Where'd you get that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. She took it with her when she traveled. She probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. ... Well, make of it what you will. ... Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better. Okay.
Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right. Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in, never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off?
Yeah, I guess so.
Say, how about dinner? On me. We'll drink a toast to innocent Butz.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him.
Yeah, part at least.
You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks?
And so, my first trial came to a close. It was extremely easy. Larry, well, except for the one thing where I goofed, but you know, it's just, I don't know. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends. But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay me. Unless you count the clock he gave Mia. ... I didn't know it then. But that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep." The end. And I guess on that note, I guess that concludes the first episode. Turnabout Sisters, a brand new episode has been added. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Save? Well, yes, I think we will save. Did we just go immediately to the next case after this? Just want to be sure real quick, just to be sure. No, we don't. Okay, so it's just like the other games then. So anyway, though, interesting. Couple things to note I've noticed here, because like I said, I have watched Justice for All, a whole series on Justice for All, and a little bit of, well, most of Trials and Tribulation so far. So like I said, this is a semi-blind playthrough. I've never played this game or seen this game, though I do kind of know certain plot events that are going to take place in this game. Not all of them, but certain very important plot events, so I'm sorry about that, but nonetheless, it is what it is. Anyway, I guess a couple things to note. The
patience meter thingamabobber. That's different in this game. Or I should say they changed it in Justice for All and Trials and Tribulations. It's more of an actual meter. In this game, it looks like it's more of a strike system. Like you get like, I didn't actually pay attention to the number. It was like 5 or 6, I think. Like 5 or 6 strikes and you're out by the looks of it. So that's interesting. It's a little bit different than what I'm used to seeing anyway. So anyway, I guess that's it. 1 case, 1 episode. That will probably not happen for the next case, but we'll see what happens anyway. Also make it like a 2-hour episode, 3-hour episode, who knows? I probably won't do that. Like I said, I'll probably stick to mostly 30-minute episodes, ending them depending on where I feel is a good spot. Obviously, I didn't really have a good ending spot for that, because I felt like I kind of wanted to mostly end episodes like up on witness testimony, like the start of a testimony or something, but that never actually happened after the last one that happened. We were close to 30 minutes at that point, but not quite there. Or maybe we were, and I don't know, maybe I overestimated. But anyway, moving on then. Next episode, we take on episode number 2, Turnabout Sisters. And I do want to remind you, just so you don't forget, make a suggestion for the next series, because you never know when that's gonna happen. It could be exciting. Also, first DS game, everyone. Are you excited for this? Like I said, I do apologize I can't put anything in the background to make things a little bit pretty, but, you know, best I can do is just make it more of a sideways format. It doesn't look, I don't think it looks that bad in a sideways format. I think it looks, you know, I think it looks presentable anyway. I mean, I think if I went in an up-down format like a traditional DS, maybe that would be, like, that wouldn't look as good because there'd be a bunch of empty space on the left and right, but this looks nice. I think it looks nice anyway. It's presentable. So anyway, everyone, I will see you on the next exciting episode. Let me know what you thought of that case. Also, I'm curious, let me know if you've played this game before, or any game in the Phoenix Wright series. The Ace Attorney series, I should say, because they're not all Phoenix Wright games. There was one, the 4th game in the series is Apollo Justice, but it's still an Ace Attorney game. So anyway, just curious if you played any of them. Let me know. And, like I said, for the 5th millionth time, I will see you tomorrow. Later!